I'm not saying that you should quit your job, quit school so you can become an entrepreneur. I'm saying you should start thinking about the fact that you're going to be replaced with AI and that it's your number one job to not be drifting and thinking that your job is secure, that school giving you a degree guarantees that you're going to make a living after school. You're not. Trust me, you're not. I was with someone yesterday saying architects are getting fired, laid off like this. And these are people who normally would go to school for 4 or 5 years to be qualified. But AI, one architect who's great at his job with multiple agents can do the job of like 10, 20, 30 junior architects. And the reason why this is not just going to slow down is because AI is getting at a point where it's recursive. It improves itself. You train it to do this job, you give it access to data, and then it does the work and then gets a new output. It learns from that output and reinforces itself, improves itself, changes the prompt because what? It knows what to do, what to fix to get better at the job automatically. Claude Code is building Claude Code. Every big frontier model, the ChatGPTs of the world, the Google of the world, the Claude Code of the world, they're using their AI to build the AI. That's how good AI is today. If I can give an advice to the younger me, I would say now is the time to start paying attention to AI. Not coming from the perspective of like, hey, I'm a motivational guru, or you're going to be able to have all the nice things in the world. You're going to have a Porsche, you're going to have a penthouse, you're going to be able to travel the world whenever you want. No, that has nothing to do. This is not the time for that. Now is the time to understand that the world is changing and it is your duty to adapt and to be ready for the change. Because here's what's exciting. If you do end up adapting, and by adapting, by the way, here's how I would adapt if I was you. If I was starting from scratch, I want to pick a niche. I want to go after businesses. Why do I want to go after businesses? Because consumers are broke. Consumers. Understand the business problem. Why do you want to start with the business? It's because AI is a commodity. AI is not that valuable. Just because you have access to an AI does not mean it's valuable, because everybody has access to AI. It's free. What you want to have access to is relationships with these businesses. Understand their problems. This gives you a moat because AI cannot give someone clients. Acquiring clients is the hardest part. Pick a niche, acquire clients. Then you want to understand their problems. Then you want to build workflows around how to solve those problems for that businesses. Then you want to give those workflows access to what? Or you want to give agents, AI employees, access to those workflows and then integrate these employees into the client's business and then get those employees to run that playbook over and over and over again. What will happen is over 3 months, over 6 months, over 12 months, it will collect data. And that data will reinforce and make the agent better. When it gets data from what worked, from what didn't work, it will go update what? The playbook. Hey, by the way, we saw that this creative works better. We saw that this targeting works better. We saw that this way to onboard a client, it works better. We saw that these people spend more money. We saw that this sales process is much shorter. It shortens the sales cycle. All of that is data on what works and what doesn't. The agent is going to look at all of that. And by the way, this might be multiple agents, like how I built 5, 6 employees, AI employees in my business. Maybe you build the same for your clients, okay? And then they're going to improve themselves over and over and over and over again. And what happens when you've done it for one business, you can take the same agents that have improved themselves because of the data of what worked, and then you can go sell it to what? The entire niche. Every single business in that niche with similar processes and playbooks will benefit from your AI employees. And guess what? They're going to pay you every month, every day, every week, every year for as long as those AI employees are cheaper than a human, more consistent than a human, and as long as they drive more value than what you charge them. And guess what? All of that is true. And it will never not be cheaper than a human. It will never not be more consistent than a human. It will never not create more value than what you charge. And think about this.